Game 3, and it's an interesting board. I'm not sure if any engine here is going to be able to beat money, considering there are some pretty reasonably good money enablers. Coppersmith, that's an interesting buy. I feel like I'm being messed with. That's alright. I'm perfectly okay with that. So I'm going to pick up a silver as my first buy here. And then I'm going to grow a lighthouse in the case of possible minion exploits. Considering it is not too much worse than silver. So I'll just pick up, but I don't want it too much because it does miss the reshuffle. If it is on the last hand before you shuffle, it will not be in the next shuffle through the deck. So that is the reason that it is worse than silver. Also, it's less concentrated. Oh, that's a quick $6. Oh, but I get one as well with my lighthouse. So I'm going to grab a gold here over the harem. Harem might be a good choice. I'm going to start picking those up pretty soon after the single gold, just because with the power on the board, it's not likely going to be a long game. So the points are going to add up very quickly, and harem is great for games like that. In cursing games, you want a bit more gold, in my opinion, over the harems. Usually, so the general rule of thumb is buy harems around the same time. You would start buying duchies over gold, but I think, or is it provinces over gold? At any rate, I tend to do it a bit sooner. I like to get them pretty much almost right off the bat, in some cases after a single gold. So here, probably embassy is a good choice for me, but with the money that I've got, I may as well just go for a province when I have the opportunity. $4 is going to be another silver. Here's 7, so I think I'm in a good spot now to get that embassy. I could do a minion engine, but I don't think that's necessary. Also, a couple of lighthouses have been picked up by my opponent, so I don't think the attack, which is one of the big draws of minion, is going to be very harmful. Meanwhile, I think embassy is going to provide very, very fast province opportunities, especially with the fact that I've already gotten one, and a couple of golds and harems and things like that. It's very easy for embassy to pick up provinces even with a bit of green in your deck because of that powerful cycling that it has. So I'm just going to grab one of those now. So yes, I'm definitely being trolled here, at least a little bit, judging from the laughter behind me. I think Coppersmith can be a powerful card, especially in decks that have like banks and tacticians and a lot of card draw. But by and large, it's a very, it's not a very powerful card without a substantial engine already. It goes great with King's Courts in some very rare cases, but Counting House and Coppersmith do need some help to make them work together. And by that time, the Counting House probably already is moot because you've already got the card draw that you need to get those coppers into your hand, which is why it doesn't tend to work out, but sometimes, in some cases, such as golems, it can certainly. So that's a province for her. The other downside of Counting House is that it depends heavily on where it is in the deck when you draw it. In that if you draw it as the first card, it's not going to get anything, whereas if you draw it as the last, it can get you up to 7 coppers, as happened prior. So as you can see, 7 coppers and a lighthouse is plenty for getting a province, but that's a fairly rare circumstance. That said, it does happen. Any card can be a powerful card. That's the really interesting thing about Dominion. With the exception of Scout, which is always a terrible card on every board. No, I joke, but not really. So here I've just reshuffled. The provinces are running low. I'm going to pick up an estate because it could easily be a tiebreaker. I think we have 2 harems each, not certain of that, but here is the province, and oh, never mind. So we did have 2 harems each, but I had an extra province over her. Now, if we'd been tied on provinces, that single estate would have been the decider for the game, which is why I did that. Anyways, so that is the game. I hope you enjoyed it.